Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back. Please make sure you like the video and share it on any platform of your choice. I don't want to waste much time. I think it's better for us to go straight to the program. And there's no other better way to start by mentioning this to you. British government are now fuming. They are very, very angry because they have realized that the American government and Israel are have a better plan for, you know, Biafrans and Christians, that Nigeria need to be partitioned. And not only that, what is going on in Denmark about one island there called Greenland. Many of you have heard the story, know the news, and what American government are proposing. They want to take it. They want to take it just for security reasons because they realize that the way Europe is going, Muslims are taking over. We all know this. And not only that, Americans have to protect their interests. You know, I have said it time with that number that interests come before law. Like interests come before the so-called international law, before the United Nations. Every world power always goes, for their interest first. That's why some people are criticizing America and what they did in Venezuela and all that. But if you understand that this is about interest, because if you don't do it, your allies, not that you're not even allies, your counterpart or your enemy, whatever you call it, will go after it. For example, Russia is world power, America is world power. And if America refuses to do what they're supposed to do to protect themselves, Russia will take advantage. This game is on. The game is on, and you cannot take it away. The best thing to do is to make sure that you protect yourself. But Democrats and some people who claim they want to bring, want to relax some of these things, they are doing it while the other ones that are very brutal are occupying and taking everywhere. That is why in Britain today, Muslims are top notch. And remember, we have what is called King James Bible. We have Anglican. This is originated from England, right? Some may say no, it's not, but that is, you go and check. It is. Britain, they are the one that brought. They are one of those that brought Christianity, because missionaries can come from everywhere. Some from Greece, some from Greek and Romans, and England as well. But today, among all these people, Christianity is vanishing from England. Gradually, they are taking most of them are taking over. Master kind laid a curse on them for a very long time. When he warned them, stop meddling in the Biafran issue. If you continue this way, you are going to also lose your own freedom. It's not playing and happening before us. It's not happening before our eyes, and that will bring us to the the news of our. I'm going to share this with you. So what you are seeing now, let me bring it up for you to see, is the current situation in England. How British government are crying out, okay, that Trump have done them this and done them that. Everything is just to make sure that they. So the news about the whole thing is what I want to share with you now. Like I said, I don't want to waste much time. Make sure you like the video and subscribe to this particular video. Now, this our brother called Arinze. Arinze is back. Not that I don't know. I don't know where he had been, but many of you know Arinze, right? So I don't want to talk. I don't want to go there now. Arinze, whether you're back or not. I mean, back on social media, because I've not seen him. I've not been receiving any post from him, but he made this post and he said he shared it like many other people. So we're gonna watch the video from his own post. He said the British government is reportedly furious over rumors that the US and Israel are considering dividing Nigeria to protect persecuted Christians and create a strategic ally, okay, capable of checking a potential future Islamic Nigeria. The claim appeared to stem from online speculation. Now, listen. Maybe because I've seen even US members, people like Mega Gift and the rest of them, still observers, they are now they are reporting the activities of America towards Biafra actualization and freedom and recognition and what have you. Is that they are now seeing the green light, trying to join, trying to add their voice and their effort, their own support to what is about to happen. But this, not this our brother, please. I'm talking about the US members. They have never for once support anything from PM. And I'm not gonna go there now because that's not everything, right? Let's focus on the news that brought us here. I just want to highlight on that because some of them are now, if that is what is going to bring unity, so be it. I'm in for that. I'm in for that. But let them not come and start constituting nuisance. Now, let's hear from this British British man. Hear what he said here. Let me take it back. You don't pay attention, please.
President Trump is acting like an international gangster, threatening to trample over the sovereignty of an ally, threatening the end of NATO altogether, and now threatening to hit our country and 7 European allies with outrageous, damaging tariffs unless he gets his hand on Greenland. This is an incredibly grave moment for the United Kingdom, Europe, and our world. Without provocation or justification, the President of the United States is attacking our economy, our livelihoods, and our national security. Trump has put British businesses on the front line in his unprovoked aggression. The only people cheering him on are Vladimir Putin and Xi Jinping. Only a few months ago, Trump hailed the special relationship at Windsor Castle. Now, thanks to his actions, it is nearly in tatters. So how do we stop Trump's damaging trade war? For a year now, Madam Speaker, the Prime Minister has tried a policy of appeasing Trump, flattering him, fawning over him, refusing to stand up to him because, he argued, otherwise Trump would hit us with damaging tariffs. Well, the Prime Minister has tested his approach to destruction. It has failed. It is time for the government to change course. We have to finally be clear-eyed about the sort of man Trump is and treat him accordingly. He is a bully. He thinks he can grab whatever he wants using force if necessary. And he is corrupt. The most corrupt president the United States has ever seen. So there are only two ways of getting him to back down: bribing him with a new jet perhaps, or a few billion in his crypto account, or standing up to him like we would with any other bully. Standing together with our European allies to make him back down. That's the choice. Which one, Foreign Secretary?
Now, let's take it step by step.
Is acting like an international gangster, threatening to trample over the sovereignty of an ally, threatening the end of NATO altogether.
Now, you see how British are talking on the issue that has to do with their fellow white people, right? Because this is Denmark. The Greenland we are talking about is, Denmark. But Trump have seen that they cannot do anything if Russia decided to go there. They won't do anything. And when he said that Trump is trying to, threaten their allies and all that, it's not only Denmark. Nigeria is involved. This is British people, and you cannot write off these people, their plan and their agenda on making sure that they fight Trump, American back, they want to fight back because they know that Nigeria is just like a garden to them where they go and harvest. They don't even farm. People are there farming for them. People are there farming for them. So all this thing is what is playing out, and not only Britain. Some of you may say, no, you did not mention Nigeria, and I will tell you, why I said Nigeria is part of it. Okay, Now, here is Macron, the one of France. Hear what he said here. Okay. Here he says something. I'm trying to, you know, put it in order so that you can see it for yourself. This is Macron. Hear what he said. Yes, I'm not afraid of Vladimir Putin or Trump. If they want war, I am ready for it, because France also has other African countries that will stand by it in the event of war. Okay? Trump. This is because what Trump is doing now is hitting them hard. Remember, Americans are the only ones that come to rescue Africa, in any emergency. Even though you may say they're coming there for their interest, I agree. But they're also coming there because of their own interests, and not only their interest to save, guide lives, to protect lives. Have you seen in any way in Africa where all these European countries have come to rescue people or to help them without using that opportunity to harness what belongs to the people? There's something that I cannot bring here because of the platform, because of the owner of this platform. They don't want this kind of thing, but I have to just share this one with you. France telling you, bragging about the countries in Africa, African countries. They're not even one country, African countries, because you are good to be used for war. Nothing more. That's for France for you. The same thing applicable to Britain. Listen, because he said it in French.
Oui, moi j'ai pas peur de Vladimir Poutine ni de Trump. Si ils veulent la guerre, je suis prêt à le faire, car la France a déjà d'autres pays africains qui aideront la France en cas de guerre.
So all this he's saying here is what this person just translates in a simple word, for you to understand that, yes, I am not afraid of Venom to put it. That's Putin or Trump. You are very, very much afraid. If they want war, I am ready for it. Remember, these are people that actually fund the war of Ukraine and Russia, and they actually invested their all hope in America. So they're not sound like a baby now, because America have realized that we cannot continue with this kind of chickens. Only Africa is with their hope to build the economy Africa, manpower Africa, brain drain Africa. That is what they do. And they will never ever return anything, bring anything back to Africa in return. So they are now running helter-skelter because of the plan of making sure that all this nonsense stopped. They don't like it at all. But it's like I always tell you, this kind of thing is what you see when somebody is deliberately trying to use you for their own interests. Now, let me read from Joseph Okechukwu. He said, Britain is mad at Trump, and they are not hiding it anymore. They openly threatened Trump of the the President of the United States of America, saying he is acting like an international gangster. You watched it in 2026. This video we have just played it right now, right? Now, there's a statement from Trump, that I want us to go through. So this is okay. I think I need to go back, please. I need to go back. Let me reduce it a little bit. Maybe it will be more better. Oh, this one, Sonak Barawa is the one that shared it. So let's see. Forget about what he said up there. Let's focus on this one. Shockingly, our brilliant NATO ally, the United Kingdom, is currently planning to give away the island of Dego Cassia, the site of a vital U.S. military base, to Mauritius, and to do so for no reason whatsoever. There is no doubt that China and Russia have noticed this act of total weakness. These are international powers who only recognize strength, which is why the United States of America, under my leadership, is now, after only 1 year, respected like never before. The UK giving away extreme important land is an act of great stupidity. and is another in a very long line of national security reasons why Greenland has to be acquired. Denmark and its European allies have to do the right thing. Thank you for your attention to this matter, President Donald J. Trump. He made this tweet on 20th of January 2026, a recent one. So the reason why Trump are taking this Denmark, he understood that European countries, just Britain, they are bragging only in Africa. They can't stand Russia. They can't stand Russia, and America is trying to take it just for security reasons, like what he said here, that just pay attention to this part. He said, there is no doubt that China and Russia have noticed this act of total weakness. These are international powers, that's Russia and China, international powers who only recognize strength. Because the president of America they can't come there to do anyhow. But if you leave it in the hands of Denmark, the tendency of what happened in Ukraine repeating itself there is high. That's what Trump is trying to give as an excuse for him to move to that green light. And people who know what he said there understood it very, very, very well. Please make sure you like the video and let me know what you think about it. And share it on many platforms of your choice. Very, very, very important that you do so. Now, a breaking news, just now that I'm recording this video, I got this news breaking news, just pay attention so we go through it together. Trump embarrassed Emmanuel Macron on the war stage. A reporter asked him, can you respond to Macron saying he will not join the board of peace? We are talking about how to negotiate and peace talk and all that. Trump said nobody wants him because he will be out of office very soon. He just hit him back. Trump don't hide feelings. That's what they don't like. Remember, he's not a politician. He's not a politician.
Did he say that? Well, nobody wants him because he's going to be out of office. That's all right. What I'll do is, if they feel like Costco, I'll put a 200% tariff on his wines and champagnes, and he'll join. But he doesn't have to join. If he said that, you're probably giving it to me a little bit differently. But if he actually did say that, but as you know, he's going to be out of office in a few months. Yes, he's one of the people, he's the world leaders, and the answer is yes.
So please let me know what you think about it, and make sure you share the video. God bless you. Take care of yourself. Bye bye for now. Take care.